hear the Fox IFB. Man, that roof is going to, look at it, it's just bowing. These guys are still up there trying to save it. Woo. Okay. All right, copy. We're here for you. Confession. Yeah, it's crazy, huh? I wonder if that's a broken hose or a water line or what, because it's not doing anything. Oh, they're keeping the brush cool. That's what they're doing. Okay. LA City Fire, they know what they're doing. They don't need our help. Definitely don't need my help, that's for sure. These guys making their way back on the roof. Go ahead, sir, go ahead. Oh, I like that Facebook. Well, Facebookers, what we're looking at this afternoon is a house fire. This is in Bel Air. What makes this one a little bit more special, besides the fact that there's a lot of fire at this house fire, is that it's very close to a lot of brush. LA City Fire very concerned about the proximity between the house and the brush. When we first arrived here, there was already a helicopter from LA City Fire doing a water drop in the area just to make sure that the brush stays cool. Originally, they weren't sure if it was a structure fire or a brush fire when the first units arrived out here at the 11,500 block of Thurston Circle. Yeah, just like copy. There should be one more drop. That's what Brennan's just telling me right now. And for people of my age, Thurston reminds me of Thurston Howell. And of course, this is Bel Air. So I'm wondering if that's where they got the name from. At any rate, the fire continues to burn out here at this large home. We understand that there are no civilians inside the home, and at this point we're hearing no injuries. When the fire department first arrived, like I said earlier on, they weren't sure if this was a structure fire or a brush fire. They quickly established that it was a house fire. They had one room well involved with fire. That means there was a lot of fire in that one room. But it's an older home, and got up into the attic area. The flames continuing to just bellow out of this house. Along with all that smoke, LA City Fire, they've done 2 helicopter drops, meaning water, on the brush in the area. And Thurston and Lovey, yep, you're right, Desi, you're right. But the fire itself continues to burn out there. They have a number of firefighters here. They're trying to get this thing under control. And of course, the safety, safety of the firefighters. Top right. I'm getting a lot of error messages across my screen, which means that my camera may fail here shortly. Maybe not the camera, but the gimbal. The wide shot was because I'm looking for that helicopter, that LA City Fire helicopter. Apparently another water drop inbound. It does seem like it's getting a little bit into the brush out there. With the number of firefighters that we have here on scene, my guess, I can never say. I am just I am the armchair firefighter sitting up here watching these guys. We've watched enough of them. We listen to what they do, and we understand how they attack these fires. But I would pretty much say that with the number of firefighters here on scene, it will not get into the brush or become more than what we have already, meaning a structure fire out here in the Bel Air area. You see the numbers are coming up. I'll kind of regurgitate what we've been talking about. Right now, LA City Fire on scene of a structure fire out here in the Bel Air area. This is 11,500 block of Thurston Circle. I'm going wider right now because you can see it's a house out in the area, out there in this area, but there's a lot of brush out here as well. It's one of the LA City Fire helicopters. They're doing water drops just to make sure that the brush in the area does not catch fire. That's what's going on right there. That's one of LA City Fire's Augustas, right? Augusta 139, Augusta 139, doing a water drop in. Basically what they're doing is they're cooling the brush in the area. The ground guys, they're basically keeping an eye on the brush, but they are attacking this structure fire. It's 11,500 block Thurston Circle. As we understand it, no civilian injuries at this time. When LA City Fire arrived here on scene, originally they didn't know if it was a brush fire or a house fire. They just had smoke and smell of smoke in sight in the area. When the firefighters arrived here, they established the fact that it was or is a home, and they had one room, what they call well involved in fire, meaning that one room on fire. And while they were making their attack, they noticed all the brush. So they kind of split it up. Live tease, minute and a half. So that's what's going on out here. That house, it's a big older home. It's always sad to see anybody's house go up in flames. These older homes up here in the Bel Air area, you just wonder about the history. Brendan, my pilot this afternoon, rotor at 8, letting me know that another water drop probably going to be coming in a couple of minutes. So I'm going to stay tight, go wide, depending upon what we're doing with also television. They're talking about doing a tease. That's basically they're just going into a commercial break, and they're going to say, hey, look, Stu's still on this fire. He didn't leave. And anyways, but if you're on Facebook and you're watching right now the fire, they're starting to get a handle on it. LA City Fire, amazing what they do. The men and women up there on that rooftop earlier on with that heavy fire coming out of it, just crazy. I understand there might be another structure fire actually happening on Western right now. I just got an alert on that. 4100 block of Western Avenue, South Los Angeles, Vermont Square. So it's gonna be south of the 10, Brendan, if you're looking now. Coming in. Oh, did we miss it? Oh, there he is. No, he's circling. So, yeah, that address is going to be like 41st and Western, so it's going to be well south of the 10 freeway. Staying wide like that just to make sure that we don't miss Stand by, live picture, copy all. I'll go tighter on some flames. Yeah, I have one ear on the scanner talking to you guys, kind of juggling audio right now, but it sounds like they're starting to get a handle on it, but this fire far from a knockdown that would mean officially out. Yeah, I just don't want to miss the tees. There he is. Yeah, those Augustas. There you go. There's the water drop. Now, just to be clear, anybody that's watching this right now, and he's not dropping water on the structure. He's actually dropping water on the brush around it. Somebody might be saying, why doesn't he just drop it right on the house? Well, it's dangerous. That water weighs a lot, and then, of course, they're worried about the firefighters that, some of them were on the roof. Standing by, live picture flat. I got you. So that's one of the reasons why it's rare to see a water drop on a home, especially with firefighters there on scene. One of the professional executive producers down there giving me camera directions, making for dramatic television. That's what I would call it. That fire, though, you can really kind of see how that's been working its way. If anybody that's thinking about being a firefighter is a firefighter, interested in fire activity. The room that was involved, obviously, in this area right there, we've been watching basically as that fire worked its way through that attic space all the way across. Now, at one point when we first arrived, there was actually no fire that we were seeing. The LA City Fire does ventilation. That's where they cut the holes in the roof to get that hot gases out so that other things don't catch fire. That's kind of the idea, to cool it. In this case, the fire was already in live hit after this break. Copy all. Just a quickie, right? Fire still burns. Brush is is safe. LA City Fire. 40 tops. Copy. 20 top. Ba-da-da-dum, ba-da-da-dum, ba-da-da-dum. Anybody that's been following us around is Timmy's texting me, my old pilot Timmy. LA City Fire really starting to get a handle on this fire. You can see firefighters inside that home still. Water squirting out from the inside. Seeing a lot less active flame, a lot more smoke. Good signs. Nobody beats the giant. Nobody. Mackenzie, I don't understand. Update the camera, what? Update the camera, man, that's me. Mackenzie wants to update me. I'm going to wait till after. Copy. Okay, copy. Pat Elsie, you know LA City Fire, they are going to be out here and they are going to take care of business, and they are. That's what's happening out here. House fire out here in the Bel Air area. It's going to be 11,500 block of Thurston Circle. That's what it looked like earlier on. Right now, fire department really starting to get a handle on it. Their biggest concern, besides that house fire, was all the brush in the area. They were so concerned that it was going to catch into the surrounding brush, and it would be an entirely different type of situation. Water drops from the helicopter and the men and women from LA City Fire on the ground, keeping that all in check. As we know right now, at this point, we're still not hearing about any injuries at all, civilian or firefighter. The firefight's still continuing, but it definitely looks like LA City Fire getting a handle on it. Live in Sky 2 over the Bel Air area. I'm Stu Mundel. Back to you two in the studio. Copy. George is talking about the house being built in the 60s. I love it when people do that. They do those checks and stuff and find out no less than $3 million. You know, once it's been owned by Tom Selleck. Look at that. I told you, all these homes out here got history. Thank you, George. I appreciate that. But you know, this is the thing. Is for Bel Air. It's the deal is you know, 60s. That's pretty old for up here. Trust me. George, I don't know if that was for me or for somebody else, but I'll keep that in mind. Thank you. Surely, I don't know. Put in a good word for me. We'll see what happens. A lot of Fresh Prince comments. Just shows me that our viewers have our sense of humor. Because I was going for Gilligan's Island. I'm sorry. And just for that 1%ers, no, we don't find anything funny about a house or somebody losing their home. This is a very serious thing, and LA City Fire out here protecting property and making sure that things stay in check. Johnny. I like it when people call me by my last name. I mean that. A 9 hotel to the assignment desk. I'm just checking in, and somebody said that this house may have one time belonged to Tom Selleck. I mean, I'm just asking. That's what I wanted to hear, Mark Lou. Well, interneters, I know that the picture is getting less than desirable, less fire, more firefighters, and you know, it just depends on how you kind of look at it. It's for the neighbors and people that live in the area. They're probably very happy about the less fire and more firefighters. But as for viewers, I understand. That's the reason why I ask the professionals. The assignment desk, not mine, the assignment desk. Let me see if I can do a white balance on the down low. They're asking for traffic control at the structure fire on Western. Maybe just because there's firefighters down there. Be like over there. I don't see it. Yeah. Well, the city fire's there. Yeah, it seems to be out. Oh, I do see it. Like super low, like flat. I mean, maybe it's windy down there. Yeah. I bet you can get a bargain. You want to pool our money together and pick it up as a fixer-upper? Rebuild ready. I think that's the word that realtors will use. Oh, go ahead. Oh, he's on Ken 1. Ken 1. The pool looks like it's working. It's probably just the property that's worth that. The house is probably not even considered. I would almost venture to say that somebody has been playing with my back focus. Yes, it being in for service and yep. Yeah. Bump, ba-dum, bump, bump. Let me answer you. Right? Right. What were you in the middle of? Call him back. Maybe he just wants to just hang out with us tonight. Go ahead, sir. Go ahead. All right, copy. Before we do that, just know one firefighter looks like exhaustion. I'm hoping. They're not rushing him off. They're just kind of sitting down talking to him. Also, there was another structure fire on Western. You guys know about that, right? Kind of sounds out. I just wanted to give you a heads up. I don't want to go back and then have you go, oh, hey, there's another one. Go take a look at the mop-up. All right, folks on the internet, just giving you a heads up. New podcast coming out on Friday. That's tomorrow. And it's going to be Jim Hill. And if you don't know who Jim Hill is, you need to listen to this podcast. It was amazing talking to this gentleman. He is the sports guy. God, he is the. I can't even talk about how awesome he is. Um, it was a great interview, and just go ahead and give that a listen. I'll give you I'll give you guys more information. I'm reading some stuff. I'm sorry. I'm not stumbling around that bad. I'm not that tired yet. I just got to work. All right. That's what my buddy was trying to get me get me to go to. You want to take a look at that, or is it a suicide? What are you doing, man? Pollard? Oh, is he in 4? Because 4 is right off your nose. Whoa, there goes the wall. I don't know. I never found out. Never found out. Oh, we're hot on Fox. That's the reason why. Yeah, there's definitely something up with the focus. I think it's just the back focus is out. Gabby, where would you like to send us? All right, everybody on the internet, we're going to Burbank for a train versus pedestrian. And we'll probably get back with you. There was somebody wrote something when I was stumbling around earlier on that I was reading, and I was going to ask. Copy. That's over at the 5 in the Burbank off ramp by the old IKEA. I'm not hearing anything on it. It's Verdugo, so it's difficult for me to hear in this helicopter, and I'm hearing somebody jumped out in front of the train at the station, so I don't know. You know it wasn't moving that fast. I don't know. I don't know yet. What did Orcutt want? All of a sudden, my phone became information central. I started getting all these emails, and people are texting me. I'm just like, but not about this, about other stuff. ETA, I don't know. Let me see if I can get you one. 5 minutes-ish. And if we're still up on the web, that's going to be the Hollywood Hills. That's going to be K-Joy antenna. Working our way out towards Burbank. I don't know if I'm taking you guys with us. I think I am. Joanne, I don't understand. What do you mean, what happened to stringers? Stringers are everywhere. And as we're making our way now down the Hollywood Hills, back into the North Hollywood, Studio City area. That's going to be Toluca Lake out there. Bob Hope used to live out this way. I think that's the Bob Hope Golf Course, right? Oh, I never got one. I thought you knew where we were going. Old IKEA. Old IKEA. That's going to be Burbank right there. Sorry, I'm trying to do some, I got one hand, a couple hands doing the map and the other one, heading-ish is going to be 025-ish. If you can, because of Burbank. Yeah. I guess old IKEA isn't really a good locator anymore. Maybe we should just call it the media center. All right, it's a little bit off to your right. I got it. Yeah, it looks like it, but I don't... Oh, maybe it happened farther away and the train just made its way to the station? Is that what's going on? They got crime tape up, but I don't see where the fire department is. Yeah, maybe he's just not allowed in because of the workers. I don't see fire trucks. Or that's, no, I want to stay here at the station because that's going to be that's the only emergency equipment I see. So if we're going to tell the story, yeah, they're all underneath the bridge right now. Yeah, there's like, yeah, other side. Oh, wait. All right. No, I don't think it was. What's going on here? Yeah. They can't see the police cars from this side. Well, sorry, man. Hey, assignment desk. I'm sure they're going to put this on the news here in just a moment or two. What information do we have? Copy all. Thank you. I bet you they left. Yeah, I'm ready. No one in. I'm ready. Copy. Thank you. Burbank. Copy. I'll turn the scanner off. Yes, we need a chase. Stu and Brennan. That's right, we're in Burbank. That's Olive, actually. The street that's right there, that's Olive. Somebody got hit by a train, Christina. Love the Utah. Thank you, Brian. We actually made a move. We came here. Yeah, right here. Yeah, they said they transported, so I don't know where this person was hit. I don't know where the person was hit. Yeah, why? What's up? Well, you know, if you're playing video games and stuff, you know. There's that. There's that part. That's the most important part. That you just finished watching this. No, not at Helenet. What's up, brother? What? Was it something I said, Flood? Was it my breath? More mints, maybe, right? Ah, sorry. I'll make sure I'll invest in Tic Tac. You guys missed it. I just had some sourdough sandwiches before I went flying. Simon Desk checking in. What would you like to do with your helicopter? All right, all right, guys and fans and gals and everybody else on the Facebooks, just letting you know, if you guys, just to clarify, because I'm reading a lot of what's going on here, it was a train versus pedestrian. I'm explaining to them what we're actually looking at here, and then I will say goodbye. Um, So it was a train versus pedestrian. Did they jump in front of the train? Was it an accident? You know what? All of that, they're not giving us that information. We didn't see it, so we don't know. So we just can report that it is a train versus a pedestrian. That's it. But we do know the pedestrian was taken to a local hospital, so that person did not pass away here. At least we don't know the condition of that person. Burbank PD is doing the investigation. This is happening at the Burbank station. That's going to be Olive right there in the center of the screen. Train service, Metrolink service, is going to be interrupted because of the situation right now. And besides all that, thanks you guys. Thank you guys for listening. We're going to be heading home, and check out the podcast. Check out Brendan's Twitter. Check out my Twitter. Brendan is Rotorhead8 on Twitter, and I'm Stu_Mundel. Thank you guys for stopping in and listening, and listen to us yammer. And I don't know how long they'll keep us up, but we're headed back to Van Nuys Airport. And assignment desk, I copy that Fox is not taking us, and we are headed back to Van Nuys.